Hey, pretty faces. Welcome back to another one. Welcome back to another one, ladies. How are y'all pretty faces doing? I hope y'all pretty faces is doing great. The topic or title of this video is A Proposal in 6 Shots, the Amanda Williams story. I want to get into it. Rest in peace to Amanda Williams. Rest in peace to Amanda Williams. Rest in peace, mamas. But before we get into the video, ladies, please sub up to both of my YouTube channels, My Everything, My Wife, and also My Philly Bay. My Everything, My Wife, and also My Philly Bay. I would greatly appreciate it, pretty faces. I would greatly appreciate it. Hit the like button as you come on in. Hit the like button as you come on in. I would also greatly appreciate that. And without further ado, let's get into it.
The rest of my life, knowing that I wasn't there for my baby, she must have been terrified. She must have been terrified for her children downstairs. No, I just need some closure. I need some peace with her children to move forward. That's all. We just need some peace and justice. That's all we asking for. She did not deserve this.
Right.
Standing outside Warrensville Heights Police Department, there are family, friends, and even sorority sisters who all want one thing.
Justice for Amanda!
I want justice for my mom. Wow. Something has to happen. We don't feel safe.
And I remember her coming towards me to her side of the bed, so I reached under the mattress where she keep her firearm. And I remember getting up, and I thought that I shot her.
Why did you shoot her?
Because she was coming at me with the knife.
He had an opportunity and he killed this woman. For that, severe punishment is needed.
In October 2023, a 41-year-old man shot his fiancée 6 times inside her own home in Warrensville Heights, Ohio, then called 911 and told officers it was self-defense. Police held him for 48 hours and let him go.
Nasty work. What you mean they only held him for 48 hours and let him go? Wait, what in the who? Nah. Once again, rest in peace to Amanda. Once again, rest in peace to this pretty face, Amanda. She is so pretty, beautiful, skin glowing, clear. Back in early 2023, this same man had proposed to this woman, is the caption. Wow.
Back in early 2023, this same man had proposed to this woman, surrounded by the people who loved her most. Now, he was responsible for this tragic incident. Amanda had already been quietly documenting what was happening behind closed doors for years. Every photo, every record, and every message. She kept it all. And that evidence is exactly what brought Terrell Edwards to trial.
Right.
Before we get into it, leave a like, drop your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe to Crime on Pulse so you won't miss the next case. Amanda Sharon Williams was 46 years old. Born in Cleveland, Ohio, to George Williams and Jewel Lewis, she grew up in a close family with deep community ties. She graduated from Shaw High School in 1995 and went on to earn her Bachelor of Science from Cleveland State University. By 2023, Amanda owned Alamode Styles, her salon in University Heights, not far from downtown Cleveland. She had a loyal client base and her own product line, Charme diamond hair extensions and hair and scalp souffle.
Okay, as you guys probably know, I sell premium quality bundle hair. It's called Charme Diamond. So Charme Diamond hair extensions, I'm going to show you a few of the textures that I carry that's in stock. So of course we have the straight. This is a Brazilian straight bundle hair. Great quality. You can use it for prontos, sew-ins, ponytails, whatever. Then I have the body wave curl texture. This is my #1 seller here. I use this for a lot of my installs. You can straighten it out or you can curl it and it gives you great body curls.
She had 2 children. Family was at the center of everything she did. Delta Sigma Theta, active in her chapter, present in her community. Her clients, her sorority sisters, her family, every one of them described her the same way, warm and real. Terrell Edwards was 41. He worked at a hospital and drove for Walmart on the side. He and Amanda had been together 6 years and shared her home. Their social media looked like a couple going strong. Valentine's dinners, premium concert seats in Vegas, birthday shout-outs, anniversary posts.
Wow. They seem so happy. They seem lit, man. And they actually look good together. That's the worst part. The flowers and all that. They was lit. Wow. Wow.
But behind what the pictures showed, there was a different reality. According to those closest to Amanda, she had been thinking about walking away. The two were already reportedly in couples counseling at the time of the proposal. In November 2020, Amanda had been hospitalized. 2 days after her discharge, she sent Terrell a text message that read, "Every time I look in the mirror, I get angry all over again. To walk around looking like a battered woman is not only embarrassing, but humiliating. To use your foot to do damage is one of the ultimate signs of destruction. And you complain about me being a strong woman? Well, if I weren't as strong as I am, I would have had you thrown in jail and exposed you to everyone. No response needed."
Wow.
Terrell wrote back, "I'm glad we're..."
Wow. Yeah, you could tell she was a woman that gave her man chance after chance, even when he did the worst. You could already tell. This is so sad. This is so sad, man. Oh my God. Yeah, he's definitely a lame. He's definitely a lame. Wow. Please hit the like button, ladies. Sub up to both YouTube channels, My Everything, My Wife, and My Philly Bay. I would greatly appreciate it, ladies.
We're both strong, and I hope you feel better, and I'm sorry for what I did." Amanda kept those hospital records. She kept the photos she took of herself during that time. She documented everything, but kept it hidden. After the incident, Amanda wore a mask and told people it was for COVID. After his initial apology, Terrell followed up with another message. "I just wish the love we say we have for each other would show every day unconditionally." Amanda replied, "It will never be the same." In early 2023, Terrell proposed to Amanda. According to family members, Terrell had been arrested for violence against Amanda as far back as 2019. A separate woman had reportedly filed a protective order against him in 2020, alleging stalking and threats. On October 9th, 2023, Amanda had just returned from a cosmetology convention in Columbus. Earlier that day, she didn't respond to one of Terrell's messages right away. That was enough to start a text argument, which escalated. At some point, Amanda cut off Terrell's phone service. He got a new number and kept going. The argument eventually moved to the basement of her home, away from Tyler and her granddaughter upstairs. Amanda told Terrell to leave, but he refused. He started packing his things, but made no real move toward the door. At some point, Terrell went out to his car. He had 2 firearms on the nightstand and
he playing games. He playing games. This story went from 0 to 100 real quick. Damn. We ain't even 10 minutes in. At least the Tay and Shan story, there was some happy moments. We saw how the relationship started. Like it was a build-up. They gave us the backstory, the relationship, right? Like we saw where the turn started, where he started drinking more. Shan was wilding. And if y'all don't know what I'm talking about, then that means y'all didn't watch my last video, ladies. Please don't hurt my feelings like that. Please go check out my last upload before this one. I would greatly appreciate it, pretty faces. Thank you.
outside the house. He took both of them out to his car. Then he came back inside. The confrontation moved upstairs to Amanda's bedroom. Amanda picked up an object and told him again to leave. Then Terrell pulled out his phone and started recording. He fired 6 times. After the shots, the recording caught silence. Then,
wow. Wow. Rest in peace, baby girl. Rest in peace with your beautiful self, girl. Rest in peace, baby. Damn. This story went from 0 to 100 real quick. Wow.
Tyler's voice drifted up from downstairs, asking what happened. When officers arrived, Terrell gave his version. He said Amanda came at him and he defended himself. Because of that claim, law enforcement couldn't move on charges immediately. They held him for 48 hours, reviewed the evidence on hand, and released him due to insufficient evidence.
What? What more evidence do you need? These is the only 2 adults in the house. One of them is unalive, and you know damn well the child didn't do it. What more evidence do you need? This is nasty work. Please hit the like button, ladies. Please hit the like button. Please share this video out on your other social media platforms. Please copy and paste the share link. Share this out on your other social media platforms. I would greatly appreciate it.
Amanda's family was devastated. Her mother, Jewel Lewis, stood outside the Warrensville Heights Police Department, barely holding herself together. She said she had to spend the rest of her life knowing she wasn't there for her daughter.
I have to live the rest of my life knowing that I wasn't there for my baby. She must have been terrified. She must have been terrified for her children downstairs. No, I just need some closure. I need some peace with her children to move forward. That's all. We just need some peace and justice. That's all we asking for. She did not deserve this.
Tyler stood with the family and spoke plainly. She said she wanted justice for her mother. She said she didn't feel safe. Her brother Joey told reporters that Amanda was loved by a lot of people and that they were pushing for justice the right way. Pastor R.A. Vernon from the Word Church addressed the media and described what he saw as a clear pattern: cycles of harm, followed by apology, followed by reconciliation.
Cycles of what? Cycles of harm, I never even heard of that. Was that a thing? Wait, did she really say that?
Loved by a lot of people, and that they were pushing for justice the right way. Pastor R.A. Vernon from the Word Church addressed the media and described what he saw as a clear pattern: cycles of harm followed by
Oh, cycles of harm. Cycles. All right, cycles. Got it. I thought she said psychosis or something. I don't know. I don't know what the hell I heard. Maybe it's this good gas. Yeah.
apology followed by reconciliation, running all the way through the history between Amanda and Terrell.
Good afternoon. I'm Ian Friedman, counsel for the Williams family. And all I can say to you, Ms. Williams, and to the rest of the family is no family should have to be standing on this stage,
Right.
period. And to hear you say that you were not there as her mom, I beg to differ. You are here as her mom. And everybody here now is going to make sure that this is seen through. The evidence that the police department had earlier was not the full picture. And as Pastor Vernon said, we're now going to bring all of that evidence that the full picture is painted.
Right.
And once seen, now there should be an investigation. And now the family will get what they deserve. And now Amanda will get what she deserves as the justice in this case. Thank you.
The family retained attorney Ian Friedman, a Marcy's Law advocate. They gathered everything Amanda had documented: the text messages, her photographs, the hospital records, and 2 weeks after her passing, organized a press conference. The community showed up: sorority sisters, clients, neighbors, people Amanda had poured into, many of whom were only now learning the full story.
Wow.
On November 3rd, 2023, the Warrensville Heights Police Department released a statement. Evidence had been taken before a grand jury in Cuyahoga County. They reviewed everything: the text messages, the photographs, the recording Terrell made himself, his statements to officers, and the...
They bet not tell me they reviewed all of the evidence during a grand jury hearing and they didn't find probable cause to arrest him. I don't want to hear that right now. I do not want to hear that right now. Please do not break my heart. Please do not say that. That would hurt my feelings right now. That would be disgusting. I do not want to hear that. No, I don't. All right, a grand jury looked at the evidence, and then what? Let's do our usas. Let's do our usas. All right. I had to decompress before. All right, let's hear the grand jury findings. Hopefully, they say there's sufficient evidence to indict. We need sufficient evidence to indict. That's all we want to hear. Sufficient evidence to indict. Let's go.
grand jury in Cuyahoga County. They reviewed everything: the text messages, the photographs, the recording Terrell made himself, his statements to officers, and the medical examiner's findings. The grand jury voted to indict.
Okay. They voted to indict, baby. Okay. Good. We're getting somewhere. Good start. This is a good start, ladies. We all know this is America. It's two or more different justice systems in this country. We understand that. All right? Sometimes justice don't be served. Sometimes those that need to be convicted don't get convicted. Sometimes those that is convicted get overcharged, get excessive sentences. Sometimes the complete innocent spend the rest of their life in prison. Sometimes justice isn't justice. But let's see which way this case goes, ladies. Please hit the like button, sub up to this channel, My Everything My Wife, and also my other YouTube channel, My Philly Bay. I would greatly appreciate it, pretty faces.
The Cuyahoga County Prosecutor's Office issued a warrant for Terrell Edwards. He faced 1 count of aggravated homicide, 2 counts of homicide, 2 counts of felonious assault, and 1 count relating to the history of harm in the relationship.
Warrensville Heights man faced the jury today for the murder of his fiancée. Terrell Edwards is accused of killing 46-year-old Amanda Williams at their home back in October. Now, today, opening arguments were presented in court, and our Kaitor K is live at the Cuyahoga County Justice Center to bring us up to speed. Kaitor, I know that there was a particularly impactful witness on the stand today, yes?
Sure. And today, the prosecution and defense were in agreement that Edwards shot and killed his fiancée, Amanda Williams. They say what's at question is whether he did so in an intentional act of murder or if he was acting in self-defense. During opening,
we all know damn well that wasn't no self-defense. We don't care nothing about what he told the police when they showed up. We don't care nothing about that. We don't care nothing about that. No, no, no. They tried to make me go to rehab. I said no, no, no. God damn. He should have went to rehab. He should have went and got counseling. He should have tried to make changes in his life. Ladies, please don't fall in love with niggas that don't know how to let go. Ladies, please don't fall in love with a nigga that don't know how to walk away.
arguments, the prosecution shared that in early October, the couple was having a tense day of arguing. They said that night, Edwards and Williams...
Look at him. You big egghead. Why this nigga head look like he got on a football helmet with the mouthpiece, the face guard, and everything? This nigga head look like he got on a goddamn football helmet. God damn. This nigga look like a black Abraham Lincoln. God damn. God damn. I don't know if his beard is thick or if this nigga got 3 chins. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. Look at his nose. They say us black folks got wide noses and all that. His nose wide, but I don't think it came from my ancestors. That nose came from cocaine. Yeah, damn. Please hit the like button, ladies. Please hit the like button. Please hit the like button. That is important, ladies. Please hype the video. Please hype the video. That is important, ladies.
Continued arguing in their bedroom. The prosecution claims that Edwards fired 6 shots at Williams in anger after she told him.
Oh, she is so pretty. Oh my God. No, he didn't unalive this gorgeous, pretty face. No, he didn't. Look at her. She was a slim goodie. God damn, baby girl. So you're having my baby. And it means so much to me. There's nothing more precious. The friends of family. Girl, you looking like my Beyonce fiance. God damn it, you looking like my Beyonce fiance. I know your pretty ass up there resting in heaven. God damn it. God damn. You done blessed them angels up there with your presence. You done blessed them angels up there with your presence, girl. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. No wonder he underlived you, baby. That man in his mind could not see you with nobody. He said, if you ain't mine, can't nobody have you. Sorry ass, nigga. Damn.
To leave the house. The defense team, though, is claiming self-defense, saying Edwards fired the shots from a gun owned by Williams after she attacked him with a knife. Here's police car video that played in court today of Edwards explaining himself to an officer after the shooting.
She come back upstairs with the knife, so I recorded her again. She grabbed the phone out of my hand while I'm trying to record and take the knife and poke the screen and push the screen over on the phone. Then she slid the phone. And then she come talk to me, so I'm running around the room. I jump up on the bed, and while I jump up on the bed, she trying to come around me with the knife. So I grabbed her gun from under the mattress, and she jumped, she was trying to come out. I shot, man. I kept telling her, baby, calm down. Put the knife down. Stop.
The prosecution later played more of that police car video, showing Edwards saying that during the argument, he had taken 2 of his own guns and put them in the car, saying, quote, "What I was worried about is that I was about to use the guns." The prosecution suggested that.
Whoa. So you was worried about using them, and then you somehow still used them. That don't make no sense, buddy. Sound like premeditation to me.
This moment shows that killing had been on Edwards' mind. Now, tomorrow, testimony will continue in court. Right. The prosecution tells me that we will be hearing from a few medical experts, including a coroner and a DNA expert. Christy.
All right, Kaitor, we appreciate it. Thank you.
The prosecution's position was that Terrell's self-defense claim was not a panicked reaction. It pointed to premeditation. Authorities issued a public statement urging Terrell to turn himself in. On November 3rd, 2023, he did. He was held on a $1 million bond. While Terrell was in jail, Amanda's family mourned. 10 days after her passing, on October 19th, her funeral was held at the Word Church in Warrensville Heights. Even through their grief, the family never stopped pushing for accountability. They wanted the world to know exactly who Amanda was. A woman who built something, raised a family, and made her community better by being in it.
Right.
On February 27th, 2024, trial began at the Cuyahoga County Justice Center in downtown Cleveland. The jury watched the recording Terrell made himself, while the prosecution walked them through exactly what it showed. The prosecution also pointed to what was absent from the entire recording. Terrell never told her to put the object down. He never said he had a weapon. Never told.
Lying, Nick. We got him. He never said he had a weapon. He never told her to stop.
Told her to stop.
I'm going to defend myself.
Terrell Edwards took the stand arguing self-defense.
I just shot rapidly. I was scared. She had me so scared with that knife.
Edwards says he and Amanda had a pretty good relationship before October 9th last year. That's when an argument over phone texts boiled over.
And she's coming out of my closet with a whole bunch of clothes, and she's throwing them all over the floor, telling me to get out.
Edwards says he intended to leave, but Amanda grabbed a kitchen knife and held him in their room. Prosecutors didn't buy it.
You just said you were de-escalating by telling her to chill out. Why didn't you de-escalate further by saying, I've got your gun, please stop?
Like I said, I didn't want to shoot her.
Edwards says he got a hold of Amanda's gun as he was trying to get away from her and testified he had only two choices: get stabbed or shoot.
I'm trying to run to get away, and that's when she cut me off and she lunged at me with the knife. I had no other choice.
She never knew you had her gun, did she?
I don't believe so, no.
Edwards shot Amanda 6 times and then called 911. Amanda's daughter, Tyler, heard and ran upstairs.
Why not let Tyler?
Oh my God. Her daughter was in the house? Oh my God. This is sad.
Go to her mother and try to help her.
Didn't want Tyler to be traumatized.
Really?
I didn't. She kept trying to get over there. I didn't want her to see her mom like that.
So it was for you to decide.
The judge closed the hearing today, saying to the jury, the case is now in your hands for a verdict. They will be back on Monday to begin those deliberations.
On Monday. On Monday. You had that lady, mama and family in suspense all goddamn weekend, sitting on eggshells. Rest in peace, pretty face. Rest in peace, pretty face.
And we'll hear some of the attorney's closing arguments. It's coming up tonight on What's Next.
All right, Matt Rascone, I know it's been quite a day up there. Thank you so much. And let's get back to our continuing coverage as well. Today, the jury was able to watch cell phone video of the moment Terrell Edwards shot and killed 46-year-old Amanda Williams. This happened at their home in October. While the prosecution is asserting murder, Edwards is claiming self-defense.
On March 4th, 2024, the jury returned 5 guilty verdicts. Terrell Edwards was convicted on all major counts.
Hi.
Terrell, would you state your name, your full name, and spell it for the record?
Terrell Edwards.
Terrell started at the beginning, walking the court through his 6-year relationship with Amanda Williams. They'd been engaged at the time of her death, and Edwards said they'd been planning their wedding at the Word Church.
We was taking premarital counseling, which we had just finished up.
How would you describe the relationship?
I describe it as being pretty good.
You're lying. I describe it as pretty good. You're lying.
On October 9th, 2023, Terrell and Amanda had been arguing in text messages that were shared with the court. That evening at home, he says he wanted to put the day's disagreements behind them, but he told the jury Williams tried to kick him out.
Something just wasn't right to me at first.
He described her eyes as red and bloodshot, telling police that night that she had a demon in her eyes. When he wouldn't leave the house, he says she issued a warning.
So then she tell me, okay, if you do stay here tonight, you're going to have to sleep with one eye open.
It was then Edwards' claim that Williams reached toward his nightstand where he kept 2 guns, so he took them to his car and went back in. She was on the phone and it sounded like she was calling police. That's when he said he decided to pack a bag and go.
So then she comes upstairs.
If you decided to pack a bag and go, then why you didn't do that? If you took your pow-pows and put them in a car because y'all was arguing, then why did you feel the need to use hers? I don't see where this thing is adding up for you. I don't see where this is adding up for you. This nigga look like a young Lawrence Fishburne with a beard. God damn.
With a knife.
Edwards started recording on his phone.
You know, Saturday, I'm going to defend myself. Defend yourself? I'm going to defend myself. You acting bad? See, you don't see.
He says she rushed him with a knife, but his own cell phone video shows her setting it down. He struggled to recall exactly what happened, but told the jury that she must have gone back out for it.
So she set the knife down. Then what? What is he doing on the stand? Why did he decide to take the case to trial if the video he recorded clearly shows he put the knife down? Come on. Come on. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous.
Cell phone video shows her setting it down. He struggled to.
Right. I'm looking right. She set it down. She set it down before she walked towards you. And she ain't run towards you. She was walking.
To recall exactly what happened, but told the jury that she must have gone back out for it at some point. There are.
How she go back for it? How? How? She set it down and kept walking towards you. How? How she go back for it? How she go back for it and you ain't see her go back for it? You standing in front of her. It don't make sense. Lock him up. What?
Argument escalated in the bedroom when he said she snatched his phone from him. He thought she stabbed him and jumped to the other side of their bed where a third gun came into play.
I remember her, like, when I looked, she was stabbing the screen on the phone. And I remember her coming towards me to her side of the bed, so I reached under the mattress where she keep her firearm. And I remember getting up and I thought that I shot her.
Why did you shoot her?
Because she was coming at me with the knife. She shot rapidly. I was scared. She had me so scared with that knife.
You just said you were de-escalating by telling her to chill out. Why didn't you de-escalate further by saying, I've got your gun, please stop?
Like I said, I didn't want to shoot her. I'm trying to run.
Boy, you ain't answering the question. Why you didn't further de-escalate the situation by saying, I have your gun. My life, I feel threatened. Girl, you better stop. Put that knife down. I got your gun. Don't come toward me with that knife. Why you ain't say that? Know why? You didn't have to say it because she put the knife down. She put the knife down. So there was no need to give her a warning at all because she put the knife down. So if she put the knife down, then that means she wasn't a threat to you. Why you on the witness stand? Why you go to trial? Why you just ain't cop out and accept your consequence?
To get away, and that's when she cut me off and she lunged at me with the knife.
Under cross-examination, the details changed.
Did you hear those 6 sounds? That was her hitting the phone, wasn't it?
Yes.
You've got her gun already, correct? You just said so.
Yes.
Edwards testified that he fired 4.
So if she's hitting the phone, she's not coming at you. She's not coming at you. This nigga went to trial and got on a stand, and this his story. This is what he came up with. You got to be stopped.
Or 5 times. He thought she was dead and wanted to call 911. He sent Williams' adult daughter away when she came up to see what had happened.
Why not let Tyler
Adult daughter. Wow.
go to her mother and try to help her?
I didn't want Tyler to be traumatized.
Really?
I didn't. She kept trying to get over there. I didn't want her to see her mom like that.
The prosecution effectively demonstrated that Amanda had set the knife down before approaching Terrell. The defense argued that she could have retrieved the knife during a moment not shown on video. Nonetheless, the county medical examiner testified that one of Amanda's gunshot wounds would have caused complete paralysis from the neck down, making it impossible for her to hold a knife again.
Right.
After all the evidence was presented and closing arguments made, it was up to the jury to determine the outcome of Terrell Edwards' case.
Let's go, jury. Do the right thing, man. Let's go, jury.
All right. Thank you, everyone. Have a seat.
Let's go, jury.
Ladies and gentlemen, I understand that you've reached your verdict. Is that correct? Yeah, Your Honor. Would you be good enough to hand the forward to Mr. Brown, please? Thank you, Mr. Ford. Your Honor.
Hey, jury.
All right. I have reviewed the verdict forms, and they do appear to be accurately or at least completely filled out. Mr. Edwards, if you could please stand. The verdict forms in this case, count 1. Verdict reads, we, the jury in this case, being duly impaneled and sworn, do find the defendant, Terrell Edwards, not guilty of aggravated.
Whoa. Not guilty. Oh my. Wow.
Murder in violation of 2903.01A of the Ohio Revised Code charging count 1 of the indictment. It is signed in ink. All 12 jurors and the specifications are not completed. Count 2, the verdict reads, we, the jury in this case, being duly impaneled and sworn, do find the defendant, Terrell Edwards, guilty of murder in violation of...
Guilty. We got him. We got him. You ain't gonna unalive no goddamn pretty face and think you gonna get away with it. That woman ain't deserve that. Now you beat the first count, but you ain't beat that second count. You ain't beat that second count. I ain't gonna lie. I was a little nervous there. I ain't gonna lie, ladies. Man, listen, when he said not guilty on count 1, I got a little nervous. Damn.
Revised Code Section 2903.02A of the Ohio Revised Code is charged in count 2 of the indictment. It is signed and inked by all 12 jurors. Pursuant to their directions, the firearm specifications. All right. First firearm specification, which reads, we, the jury in this case, had found.
Outside, Amanda's family spoke to reporters. One family member had a direct message for anyone watching. She said people could lose their lives by staying too long. Pastor Vernon credited the families.
Yes, ladies. Plan your escape. Get away. Ladies, get away. Recognize the red flags when there are red flags. Plan your escape quietly to get away safely.
Persistence, the press conferences, the evidence they compiled, and the pressure they sustained. He said it made the right people take them seriously. On March 11th, 2024, the court reconvened for sentencing. The judge denied the defense's motion to overturn. Then he announced the sentence.
Firearms and the use of firearms, especially in cases of domestic violence, which is what we have here, pose an extremely dangerous situation for people in those relationships. And that's exactly where Amanda Williams was. And the text message, and I'm about to read it here word for word, that the state brought up during the trial, shows that. If you remember, Judge, the defendant sat in the back of Officer Viddick's car and said to himself, why did you grab that knife? Why did you grab that knife? Amanda told him why she grabbed that knife in video 1. To defend myself, is what she said. And he sat there and said to this jury, I was never violent with her. He told the police all about things that she was like. Never once mentioning himself as part of it. On November 27, 2020, she wrote a text message to him that reads as follows. Every time I look in the mirror, I get angry all over again. To walk around looking like a battered woman is not only embarrassing but humiliating. To use your foot to do damage is one of the ultimate sign of destruction. And you complain about me being a strong woman. Well, if I weren't as strong as I am, I would have had you thrown in jail and exposed you to everyone. No response needed was her next message. His response was, I'm glad we're both strong, and I hope you feel better, and I'm sorry for what I did. He's not saying, wow, what a misunderstanding we just had. He's admitting he used his foot to cause damage to her face. His next response, I just wish the love we say we have for each other would show every day unconditionally. And her response to that, and this is why he knows exactly why she needed to defend herself, it will never be the same. And she had pictures on her phone of her face, pictures of herself in the hospital 2 days earlier getting treatment. You heard Tyler Williams' testimony. She did not know about the problems in their relationship. On that same phone, this happened around Thanksgiving time of 2020, she has a picture with her son, Amanda, and she has a COVID mask on her face. She hid this from her family, but he knew exactly what he did to her. And he can sit here now and have his lawyer say,
even in the midst of their toxic relationship and the abuse, she still loved him enough to hide this from her family. Maybe he forced her to put a mask over her face when she walked out of the house. Wow. This is bad.
There's a whole different side to that story, Judge. But he sat there and told that jury, I'm not violent with her. She begs to differ still. So, that being said, Judge, I want to talk about what happened. This defendant shot her 6 times in her own bedroom. He did not need to. In his own testimony, he admitted that when she was looking down, hitting his phone, her attention was to the phone, not to him. He also said, at that time, she did not pose a threat to me. He also said, and you saw the still frame that was on the screen when I was asking those questions, he was on her side of the bed with the gun in his hand. You couldn't see it, but he said, yep, that gun is in my hand. And never once on that video did he say, I've got your gun, please stop. And he did not try to defuse that situation. He had an opportunity and he killed this woman.
Wow.
For that, severe punishment is needed. That being said, Judge, I have with me, as you can see, this courtroom is full of Amanda Williams' family and friends. You've seen the letters, many of them being her sorority sisters, community members. To say she will be missed in this community is an understatement, a severe one. To say she will be missed by her family is just not true. She won't be missed, she will be missed, she is missed. So, Judge, with me is Mr. Ian Friedman, who is the Marcy's law lawyer for the family, and I'd like to have him come up with, we've got a couple speakers, and then Mr. Friedman's going to read a letter from her adult son, okay? Mr. Friedman, come on up here. Thank you.
Family members of the victim, rest in peace. Rest in peace, baby girl. This right here is nasty work. Rest in peace, baby girl. Sub up to the channel, ladies. Both YouTube channels. I would greatly appreciate it. If you're not, please sub up to my Everything My Wife and also my Philly Bay.
So I encourage you to take a couple of deep breaths.
Yeah.
And then whenever you are comfortable, I'm willing to take as much time as necessary for you.
Yeah. I think he shouldn't have, and I think that's why he stand up. He shouldn't have no problem doing whatever you got to give him. My great niece got to grow up. She was there. She told my daughter, they both the same age, 4 years old. I come home. My daughter said, damn. I'm sorry, excuse me. My daughter said, yeah. Tyler said her papa killed her G-Ma and she was in room sleep. I say, damn, I can't believe that kid, 4-year-old, can understand something like this.
Wow. Not the little babies talking about this. Not the little babies talking about this. They so young but mature enough to understand what's going on and articulate it. Wow. Wow.
But I need her to be grown enough before he get out, so she can process this and learn how to forgive. I guess from this, I don't want her as a teenager getting out and going through life, and then something like this hitting to just make it that much worse. She need to be grown enough, I think, where she'll be able to understand it and be able to forgive. That's all I got. I mean, that's it. You know, Terrell, okay, I mean, you go do your time, man. You put yourself in this position, man. You know, we liked it you a little bit, but she liked it you, we liked it you. I tried everything in my everything to like you, man. And that's what you did. I think it's about to be lenient. You can't get enough time right now. Thank you for your time, Your Honor. Thank you. We appreciate it. All right.
Shout out to him, man. Nigga said, whatever you about to get, I think it's gonna be lenient. He said, you can't get enough time right now. Nigga, they give you natural life without the possibility of parole plus some more-ish, and it still ain't enough, nigga. Shout out to that man. Shout out to that man. That was a great monologue, a great speech. He spoke about the effects all of this had on the children and the family. Wow. He said, the baby said, so-and-so unalived G-Ma while I was downstairs asleep. Oh my God. Terrible. Terrible.
You know, to say that this is a tragic case is an understatement, to say the very least. The loss to this family, the community is immeasurable, and there is no amount of time, in terms of years, that is anyway meant to or will ever equate to the loss of Amanda's life. And to do so or to try to do so really is disrespectful to her memory. I do find that counts 2 through 6 merge, and we'll proceed to sentence on count 2. The sentence on count 2 will be a 15-year sentence, or actually it's a life sentence with parole eligibility after serving the full 15 years.
So he got a 15 to life sentence. So far, he got a 15 to life. He got a life sentence. He won't be eligible for parole until 15 years. So he got to do minimum 15 years so far. Let's see what's going on. Let's get the rest.
One consecutive to 2 3-year firearm specifications pursuant to 2914B1G. Additionally, I'm going to serve an additional 3 years of firearm specifications, again, pursuant to my discretion under 2914B1G. Anything else at this point in time, Mr. Colactor?
No, Judge, thank you. Just to confirm that, then the total sentence is life with parole eligibility after 24 years?
Correct.
Thank you.
So the total sentence is life with the eligibility for parole after 24 years. So he got to do minimum 24 years before he can even think about going to a parole board.
Anything else, Mr. Metropolis?
Wow. Just like this man said, 24 years ain't enough time, nigga. He can make parole in 24 years. Just like this man said, it ain't enough time. Rest in peace to Amanda. This was so sad, man. This was so sad the way he took this girl's life like that. Oh my God. The way he unalived her. Why? Rest in peace, baby girl. Rest in peace. Look, he all in the interrogation room, trying to make it make sense. Trying to make it make sense. Nah, you tried. You tried. Had her whole family there. They was thugging it out. They was thugging it out. They definitely wanted justice. And hopefully they feel like they got justice. Hopefully this family feel like they got the justice they deserve. Because it don't make sense. This beautiful woman lost her life because you couldn't let go. Because you was toxic. Because you was abusive. It's nasty work. Pretty faces, you have to recognize the red flags when there are red flags, when there is red flags. Quietly plan your escape to escape safely. Quietly plan your escape to safely escape. Pretty faces, please remember this YouTube channel is a comedy club. Each live stream is a stand-up comedy special. I want to laugh with you, cry with you, face fight. I want to smile with you, pretty faces. Peace.
Tyron.